I got a full scholarship for music. But before I got there, I seen this movie called Drumline. Drumline changed my life. When I went in there, seen Nick Cannon doing his thing, that was the first movie that made me realize I want to go to college. You know, that movie took me out of the streets. And then from there, I went, started playing in the band all high school, went to Bethune-Cookman audition, got a scholarship over there, went to FAMU, they gave me a full ride. So now I'm at FAMU playing sousaphone, full scholarship, but still like a little bit of the bad.
There's some rebel in you.
It was still some little bit of shit that was in me. And one of my best friends in college ended up doing something, getting in trouble, and telling on me. I ended up doing 9 months in jail for that. And from that point of doing 9 months in jail, I prayed every day to God, like, yo, God, if you get me out of this situation, I'll never be that same person again.
How many times you think God heard that same prayer?
For sure.
Bro.
But I feel like mine was different.
Okay.
I feel like mine was different. You know what I mean? Like, I go by Woody the Great, but I didn't make that name. Somebody gave me that name. And I live up to it. You know what I mean? So I feel like God really listened to my prayers and got me out of that situation.
So in that situation, right? So we're talking about decision making now.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, there was some things that I call it a noun.
Okay.
A person, place, or a thing
Mm-hmm.
that made you believe that was cool. You see?
Yeah.
Then it finally caught up to you in ways where even if that wasn't your issue to be had, some would say karma, what goes around comes around. No, I don't necessarily subscribe to karma. I just don't, but that's another discussion. In college, was that the time where you identified yourself? Because I guess what I'm trying to say, a lot of people find themselves in college or high school, right?
I feel like college taught me discipline, especially being in the marching band. You know, I feel like just like football, y'all out there practicing every day. We doing the same thing on that side. You know what I mean? We waking up 5 a.m. We gotta like stick to a schedule. I feel like college taught me a lot of discipline. So moving forward in life, like that's how I move. It don't matter what I'm doing. You need me there on time, I'm there.
What instrument?
Sousaphone, tuba. It's a tuba thing, shouting. Yeah.
And what you got snitched on?
Crime. It was crime.
Was it true? Were you affiliated?
For sure.
Or was it just a bold-faced lie?
Nah, I was affiliated. For sure. But I just felt betrayed. You know, I felt betrayed. So I feel like that's why, like, that moment kind of made me move and not have a lot of friends. Mm-hmm. You know, I can count probably on one hand how many friends I got because of that one moment. So I'm still healing from that. I'm still trying to let that go to let more people in, you know? So I feel like I'm just in a time of healing right now. That's what I'm trying to do.
Now, to be understood in that type of merit, how many casualties have been affected, would you say, in relationships? Not intimate relationships, but friend relationships, family relationships, off of an instance that happened that nobody probably had a hand in, but it's still good, would you say?
Maybe two. Maybe two.
Now, those relationships, were they, like I say, friendships or intimate or just business?
Intimate, yeah. Like I said before, I'll disappear, I'll leave. So I'll never have closure. That was like the old Woody. So I feel like there are like relationships out there that I never got a chance to have closure with.
And it was nothing for you, or it was nothing that they necessarily did more so than...
It's all me. It's all me, you know? And I understand that now. I get it.